Welcome back everybody to NikiballOne to Space Engineers. Today it's gonna be a little bit different than normal because I have figured out what the problem was with the legs in the last episodes with the ships, with the massive leg spikes. I just created a whole new world and now the leg is completely gone. I mean that massive leg spikes are gone. And yes, and the problem now is I have no spaceport. I just built a little thing here on the back. I'm gonna show it to you. It's just a medical base so I can spawn in space on the same place. And also there will be a new mountain base and I'm just gonna show you that later on, but there's just a medical bay also only on the mountain. There's nothing special. I had the problem now for the last 2 hours. And now I thought about I'm just gonna create a whole new world. Spaceport will come in, I don't know, in the next days or so, and also a new mountain base. It's not gonna be that big as the other one, as the old spaceport. And I'm also not gonna load that old spaceport in, because there is maybe a problem with that or so, and yeah, I'm just gonna build a new one. Yes, so something else, and yes, to the mountain base. Maybe this mountain is not the perfect mountain. It's not the same what was as in the old videos. If this is not working out that well, I'm just gonna search another mountain, or maybe I'm gonna find the old one. But the world is such big, I have no idea where the mountain is located. Anyway, now let's go to the new ship. It's called SMI, Estellar GE, and it's created by wolverind. And here it is. This is the ship. It looks great. As you can see, there's now a moon also because it's a new world. Here on the back is just really nothing. This is just so I can spawn in space. This is nothing from the ship, that's just for me, so I can spawn in space and later on build here a new spaceport, which will be a little bit smaller than the old one, but we will see that what the future holds. So now I'm gonna show you the ship, which looks very interesting, I have to say. On the front we have here a little bridge, and down here is a hangar. I'm just gonna show you that later on. So on the side we have here solar panels, which are angled here on a rotor, and you can move them. I'm also gonna show you that in a second. So here we have all the thrusters and so well stored, and some turrets on top. And here on the back we have also a bridge where I'm just gonna fly that ship later on and also crash it. And here we have that interesting, I wanna call it ears, here on the back, because it looks like ears from the front of the ship. So yes, these are the thrusters here. Just gonna fly to the back, and also here on the back looks very great. Just ignore my little thing here. And yes, that it is. And now I'm just gonna go to the inside, show you the inside. And later on, I hope we see some nice crashes. The one on the planet, the other one on my mountain base, which isn't finished. So I'm just gonna go in here in the inside. So I'm just gonna go out again, because you can also go here in the... I'm just gonna call it ears, because it looks like it. Where the thrusters are on the back. And I'm just gonna close it off again. And I'm just gonna close that also off. So this is just the other side where you can also go down. So here is where I'm gonna fly it. It's just a little bridge here so you can see over your ship. And I'm just gonna jump down here. So I'm now inside and I can't go out of here. I don't know why. So on that side here, I'm just gonna open it. You can go also in and out of the ship. I'm not gonna do that now. So I'm just gonna continue now on to the front, or to the belly, what you ever wanna call it. So here we have a little hangar with a small ship here, and now I think the doors will open because of the sound. I think there is somewhere a sensor which will open the doors also, or not. I don't know. I'm just gonna continue on, and I'm just gonna go up here now You can also up here and just look down to the little ship, and now the hangar doors are open and close again. I don't know why, what is going on. Yeah, here you can see down into some atmospheric thrusters. Looks fine. And if I would go further into the ship, here is the hangar. This is also a hangar, but this is also a hangar. Here on the front, this is where I'm just gonna show you it to you. So you can look down there, as you can see. And I'm just gonna go in here, and I think I'm just gonna press 1. And as you can see, the hangar gate is closing off and looks great so far. It's not airtight, but it looks great. And I'm just gonna open it again, and I'm just gonna go now through here to the side. Here we have just a little medical bay, I think on both sides. I'm just gonna need to check it. No, on that side we have some pods here to sleep and also some beds, and you can look out into the space. And are those automatically closing it? I don't know, I'm just gonna close it by myself. So here we have a medical bay and also some beds here, so you can look out into the space. So I'm now here in the hangar, which looks fine so far. So here is the hangar door, which I can close off, and you also can dock here the ships on, and also here on the back. And overall looks fine, and you also can go through here, over here, and just take me a second. Here to the front, I'm just gonna open the door now. Now we are on some glass here. So you can look down to the hangar door here, to the little ramp, which is now closing. I haven't pressed a button at all. I don't know why it's gonna close it, but it looks cool. So, so come on, let me through, thank you. So now inside of here we have the front bridge where you can sit and look completely around. I'm just gonna go in now and go out so can show you to you. Just gonna leave it like that. If I press 1, the hangar door is gonna get open and closed, or it should be, but maybe it's locked now up or so, I don't know. Or isn't this the... I have no idea what is going on. No idea why it's not working at the moment. This is the gear, I need to press 3, sorry. I'm just really stupid. On 3, I don't know. On 3 you can open and close the hangar, and on 5 you can move the solar panels. So I'm just gonna do it now. So on both sides, and looks very great. And I'm also gonna fold it down now. So just gonna go out of here. And now I'm just gonna go back to the other to the bridge behind, and I'm gonna fly directly to the planet, and I'm gonna see you in a moment where I'm near the planet. So now I'm near the planet with the chip, and as you can see there are no lag spikes at all, and I have found out something else, but I'm gonna say that to you later on. So, at 9,000 meters we should see some damage on the outside of the ship. Now the heat is rising, so I'm just gonna go out of that so we can see everything better. So, and the solar panels are now gone. We have already a little bit of smoke on the back, and also I think on the front, something else. And now we are losing parts. Okay, now we have a little bit of a lag, but this is compared to the other things really nothing. And now we will see a crash in a moment, and yes, we have a little bit of a crash here, and we are losing many parts. And can I look a little bit outside, please? Thank you. Now we are falling down, and there are parts everywhere. It looks very great. I'm just gonna go out of my seat so we can see everything better. I need to turn my jetpack on. And that also. So now, interestingly, this is that cockpit survived is interesting. So here on the back, one of the ears or thrusters or whatever you wanna call it just break completely off and is laying. I have no idea where is it laying around. I think we are on it or so. I don't know where it is. Anyway, it's just gone. And there are everywhere parts laying around. And looks very great. So I'm just gonna fly now around and see what the damage is on the ship. I mean, it's heavy damage, that is one thing to say. So this is here a thing where the one hangar is. And yes, this is here, and here should be the hangar door. So I'm just gonna fly the way back. I think the energy is still up. So looks like the small ship survived in here, which is interesting. And yes, so here is the little ship still standing. I think there is also something not right. But the ship should fly, but I'm not gonna fly it now. So let's look what the other damage is in the ship. So what is the other damage inside of here? Yes, here the corridor is completely ripped open from the downside. Up here is the bridge where I just controlled the ship, so I'm just gonna go out of here on the side. So this is on the side, which is also interestingly destroyed. On the back we have just one big engine left, some other around. And that thing here is interestingly holding together just by that little piece here and here. But overall the crash looks very nice. I mean, it's not that good for the ship, but the crash looks nice. And also what I want to say before is the problem. I had already a little mountain base on that planet here, and then I tried something to crash it, and there was again lag. So maybe the lag is because I had a mountain base placed on there, and that game has to render some different places at the same time with some distance on it. And so I think I'm just gonna make two worlds, one for the space crash, and I'm not gonna build a spaceport. This is the one thing I have to say, and not a new one, because I don't wanna have any lag at all. So the re-entry crash will be at really natural, and also if some new updates will come, I can just make a new world without any problems. And the mountain base, I don't know if I'm gonna use the old one that is currently that I just built, and the other world. I think so. I think for that video today and that crash, I'm just gonna see you then in a moment on my mountain base, on my old one. But if there will be any lag at all, I will create a new world only for a mountain crash. Sorry today the video is a little bit chaotic. I hope I can fix that. Something else? Anything? I don't know. I'm gonna see you in a moment on my old mountain base to crash that ship. So now I'm in space again, not in the new world, I'm in the old world, and I had just tested the ship on the mountain base on my old one, but there was no damage at all. And then I tested it in a new world on some mountain, and there were also no damage. The ship is just really bouncing around and have no idea why. So I'm just back at my old world only to crash it into my station. And yes, so we can see a little bit of a damage. Maybe here will be now a little bit of a lag or so. If there is a little bit of a lag, I'm sorry for that. And I'm just gonna accelerate the ship so we can see a little bit of a damage now. So maybe I'm gonna leave that world so I can only crash some things, but we will see that the lag will be here. So I'm just gonna charge to my station now, which is here located. Should just take me a little while to get there. Here it is, and in any moment we have an impact, and I hope we see some nice damage. So now I'm charging, and it's a little bit of a lag here and there. Now it's just completely stopped and we have low frames, and it's, no, I think it's done. So I'm just gonna go out of the seat and see what the damage is. So I'm just gonna open the door here on the side and also close it again. And I'm gonna fly to the front and see what the damage is. And ooh, there is a massive damage. Doesn't look that hard, but as you can see, we are now here inside my spaceport, my old spaceport, but I'm gonna leave it for some crash reasons. But I said it again. So here we have a little bit of a damage. There's some, I think one reactor is completely gone here. The other ones are fine. We have a little bit of a debris inside of here. This is here fine, and also here on top, here just some things flying around. Here we have that little corridor damaged, and here is no damage at all at the main building. I think I can't see really a damage, and no, because there is still oxygen inside of the station, so there's no hole. But here it looks a little bit different. Here is that rotor. Interestingly, the door. So inside of here, okay, this is interestingly damaged. Down here we have no damage at all, I think. Here in the back also not. And yeah, we have only on the front, as expected, the damage. Yeah, and I think that will be it. So for the future, I will crash the ships on my old mountain base. I hope so. And the what am I call it? The impact from the space is in the new world, so I have no lag at all for the crashes for the ship, and you have no really a lag spike or so. I hope, but I don't know if it's gonna be like that. But it will be a little bit better. And yes, here the base, I leave it in that world. And yes, so I'm gonna end my video here, so leave a like if you want. First of all, before we end the video, if you want to download that awesome ship for yourself, you can do that. I'll leave a link in the description down below. So leave a like if you want, subscribe to me, or leave a comment, that will help me. And I'm gonna see you in my next video. Goodbye.